How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. Capcom gave an update on how many games that they're gonna put out by the end of this fiscal year. Just an interesting statement, and I'd like to speculate what they could be working on. Capcom, one of the better publishers in gaming today, in my opinion. They've made a gargantuan turnaround over the last couple of years, so that's great to see. Soundfall out today, along with a new launch trailer. If you're unfamiliar with that game, we'll get you up to speed on that. We have an update on the Bungie acquisition by Sony, and at the end of this video, I do want to quickly go over the PlayStation Store's top downloads for the month of April. Some interesting additions, of course, with some new games coming out, but some of the heavy hitters still taking up some of the very high-ranked spots. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but first up, Capcom noted that they will be releasing multiple major new titles by March 31st of 2023. That is the end of the fiscal year. This is including the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak expansion, the company said in its financial results report for the fiscal year ending March 31st of 2022. The company plans to release a total of 45 SKUs versus the 24 SKUs shipped in the fiscal year that just ended. A total of 37 million units are expected to be sold overall, with 10 million units coming from new titles and 27 from existing titles. They also announced a slate of upcoming titles, stuff most of us already knew about, but Capcom Fighting Collection will be coming June 24th. Sunbreak, the Monster Hunter Rise expansion, will be coming June 30th. That's Switch and PC. Capcom Arcade Second Stadium will be coming July 22nd, and then we do have a plethora of upgrades. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, those will all be getting upgraded in 2022. Exo Primal, it will be coming 2023. That's PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, PC. The Not Dino Crisis game, Pragmata, will be coming 2023. And then Street Fighter 6 is obviously in development. They also noted Resident Evil Village has sold over 6.1 million units. Monster Hunter Stories 2 doing pretty well, selling over 1.5 million units. Would like to see a release on that on other platforms. It's Switch PC only right now. Capcom sometimes does these releases that are just Switch PC. Monster Hunter Rise is obviously another one, but we'll see how that'll turn out. And then Resident Evil 7 Biohazard has sold an additional 1.8 million units. Now, as far as what new titles I'd like to see out of Capcom, you know, stuff that's probably not going to happen. I'd love to see a full-on sequel for Okami. That's just something I've been wanting for a long time, and I'll keep pushing Okami HD whenever that goes on sale. And maybe we'll convince Capcom to do a full-on sequel someday. Mega Man Battle Network Collection is something that I'd love to see. I know a lot of other people want to see that as well. Yes, they're Game Boy Advance games, but man, those games were so good, and if we could get all 6 Battle Network titles on one disc or whatever, one download, that'd be great. I know, you know, visually you can't really upgrade it, but, you know, I'd still love to see it. A Battle Network 1 remake, I think, would be really cool as well. I don't know if they want to put that much emphasis attached to Battle Network. Like, I want it, I know a lot of other people want it, but is the demand going to, you know, exceed 1 million units sold or something like that? I don't know about that, but I just think there'd be a lot of nostalgia attached to it, and I do think there'd be something cool to see with that. And obviously, other Mega Man titles, I'd love to see a new Mega Man X game. I don't know how likely that is. I think Dragon's Dogma 2, we will eventually see that be announced. I think Capcom realizes that there is this, you know, pent-up demand for a new Dragon's Dogma title, and then we got it on PS4 and Xbox One. I do think people are ready for a Dragon's Dogma 2, but they have a, you know, a slate of games. The slate of games we know about, like the Resident Evil upgrades, are cool. Exo Primal isn't really doing anything for me based on the trailer we saw. Pragmata seemed interesting, but we just don't know much about it. I believe that was supposed to release in 22, got delayed into 2023. That's why I hate these games getting announced like 2 years or 3 years ahead of their, you know, expected release window, because a lot of times they just get delayed anyway. So yeah, hopefully we'll hear more about that, and hopefully that's a new IP that'll shape up nicely. But Capcom's still been killing it. I mean, if you look at it from a Monster Hunter standpoint, Devil May Cry doing incredibly well. Obviously, Resident Evil has, it feels like Resident Evil is more popular than ever, and I think an RE4 remake obviously would do incredibly well. So we'll see what happens with them, but I think Capcom is doing very, very well right now. Just a couple of things, you know, couple of legacy IPs I'd like to see them take advantage of. But nonetheless, moving on from that, Soundfall is a game that I talked about kind of recently. We knew that it was going to be dropping this spring, but hey, it's out today. Soundfall is a dungeon crawler that combines looter-shooter action with rhythm-based gameplay. Venture out solo or with up to 4 friends locally or online. Collect loot and time your actions to the beat to become all-powerful. Play the campaign mode, free play hundreds of songs, and the game is out today. Now, there's a discount, a launch discount. It's 15% off for $25.49. $29.99 is the regular price. You know, music rhythm games has been a genre that I've been really getting into. Yes, Beat Saber definitely did help that, but yeah, more music rhythm games and ones that take an interesting take, which it does look like Soundfall is doing. And what, like, gotta say, thumbs up to all the particle effects that are in this game based on the gameplay that I've seen thus far. Very reminiscent of like particle effects I'd see out of a Housemarque game, but nonetheless, that's out today. A surprise release that was officially confirmed at the Nintendo Direct that just happened. Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki noted Bungie acquisition is expected to close third quarter of 2022, so that is right around the corner. It'll be interesting to see how this relationship unfolds over the coming year, 16 months or so. Is Bungie going to be creating a title that's only going to be on PlayStation? I don't know how much people are dying to see that. Destiny 2, from everything that I've heard, I haven't played the most recent expansion extensively, but everybody that I talk to that's super into Destiny 2 always tells me how great it is, so from that standpoint, you know, good on them. But yeah, another acquisition note I thought I'd quickly go over. And then lastly, PlayStation Store's April top downloads. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, man. Number 1. Number 2, MLB The Show 22. Number 3, you guys already know, Elden Ring still trucking along over there. Number 4, WWE 2K22. Number 5, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. So that came out, I want to say, at the end of March, so April it did seemingly sell a couple copies, or did pretty well. Number 6, NBA 2K22, let's go. Cyberpunk 2077 at number 7, okay. Number 8, GT7. Number 9, Miles Morales. Number 10, Madden 22. Number 11, MK11, and then Horizon Forbidden West is down to number 12. So yeah, there you go with that. Mostly the same as far as in the EU. A couple of changes, like MLB The Show is in number 2, of course. Elden Ring is number 2 over there. Cyberpunk is actually number 3. Gran Turismo 7 is number 4. So yeah, and then PS4, number 1 was MLB The Show. Number 2 was Skywalker Saga. Number 3, Batman Arkham Knight. Which I found kind of surprising. Is it because of the movie? The movie came out? I don't know. Maybe the game just went on sale and people bought it. I don't know. That seems kind of high to me. Number 4, Elden Ring. Number 5, GTA 5. So there you go with that. But those are the top downloads. I'll leave a link to the PlayStation blog where you can look at it in its entirety if you want the full rundown. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know what games you'd like to see out of Capcom. You know, just announce. Let's not even put the time frame of by the end of this fiscal year. Let's say, you know, whenever. Mega Man Battle Network Collection, Mega Man Battle Network Remake, Mega Man X9, yeah, I want some Mega Man in my life. Dragon's Dogma 2, of course, Resident Evil 4 Remake, like, I think the latter two, we could just expect that pretty handily. Dino Crisis, I don't know the likelihood of that, but, Soundfall out today. Bungie's acquisition will close quarter 3 of this year, and then PlayStation Store's April top downloads are in LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, taking number 1 on both PS4 and PS5. But that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.